Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Just going to zoom the camera in there a bit for you, and now we can put it up there, and I'm going to do a scented sachet. Okay, so that's pretty basic, isn't it? Everybody knows what they are, but I thought I'd just do that because I felt like it, you know, I felt like making something pretty. Now, only thing I could buy in this town were these big logs. I feel like logs when you go and wanted potpourri. They used to have really nice small bits ones, but this is the only thing I could get, and this is vanilla. It smells really amazing, but it doesn't look too crash hot. So I went and I bought, let me see, from the from Vinnie's the other day. I get pantyhose, you know, they're still in the packet, all still there for you. This here I noticed too, look, there's a piece of that acetate in there. We're going to keep it covered over though, so it won't get scratchy or anything. You can use that somewhere one day down the track. But I cut the toe off the sock and I put the stuff inside, the stuff being the potpourri, in the sock, and then I closed it up by putting a piece of wadding around it. Now it's up to you whether you do that. I didn't like the fact that it was all sticking out. It smells really good. But anyway, so now we'll need some lace, some flowers of some sort. The beading, you know, that you get that's already beaded and it's stuck and you can't get it undone. We've got a bit of that. And we did have the glue gun turned on, but we've switched it off, so we're just going to have to go with what we've got now. Okay, I'll just do it with my glue, or actually there could be a bit of sewing involved, just depends. So we're going to just straighten that up there, and hope this is in the shot because I just zoomed it in and just decided to go with it. Now you want the right side. This lace is actually stretchy, and look at that, but it doesn't matter. And I'm going to use this to make the little bag out of. So I want to put it this way, okay? So I want to put that in there like that, and I think that'll look right as a bag. So we need it to be about that high, don't we? Let me see, maybe a little bit higher. We might make it a little bit deeper. So that would be, let me see, I'm going to go and measure it and show you how far I did this. If you can't get this lace though, you can just use whatever you want to. So that's 12 inches overlapped, okay? So then I'm going to bring some of this down over this side as well, and that's going to be for the, you know, the top of the bag. So I'm going to need, I don't know, about this far, about that far. So let's cut off this much here. All right. Definitely should have turned that glue gun back on. Why isn't that straight? Shouldn't that go level with them? It's all to do with something, I suppose, and it wasn't working right for me, so I just have to go with what I got. Now, is that going to work? If I put that into there, this might be too big, you know. I might have just chopped that off, and it could be just way too big, because I did not have it around the other way. Maybe that's a better idea. Maybe look more like you've got something special in there if you just put it a bit, yes, that way. We're going to do it that way, okay? So now I'm going to actually put glue on it, but I don't want to go right to the end. Let me see what I'm going to fold up to first. Don't get too excited here. I'm going to put it up to there. Okay, so I want to put glue from here, not right over to the corner. Get back a bit. I'm going to get back a bit. Okay, when I say I meant to the end of the work, the thing, not right over. Okay, so I'm going to put that, and that's going to annoy me because it's going to take forever to dry, but we can carry on with something else anyway in the meanwhile. So that's going to go like so, and if I get these sort of matching these frilly bits on the end, these scallopy parts, that's even better. Okay, put that down there. Okay, now we need something across there because we don't want to leave that empty bit of a border there. That doesn't look really crash hot, does it? What can I put on that? I've got more than enough things, I'm sure. Let me see, we need something that colourish, pretty colour. Could go with something white, or, okay, this might look nice. I'm not going to be able to see it very much anyway by the time I've finished, but I've got to sit this in here, and just look at it and see what we got. Okay, put it another way, Sonia. These are nice things to make for gifts for people. I don't know, Christmas or something, or if you want to sell them at your markets or things like that. I'm supposed to do the market this weekend, but it says it's going to rain, and I don't have anything really. I'm not ready for that, and I'm not ready to stick that in there yet either. It's not dry enough. But I think I need a nice soft piece of lace to put on the end of it too, not that one. It's too... it's just not right, is it? Hang on a minute, I'm just here. I'm gone away, everybody just talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, a second, here we go. I've got something here now. I think this one will go right. Here we are. Righto. Now, put that on there. That looks pretty classy, doesn't it? Righto. So we're going to put that on there. Well, I'm hoping I'm making this right, you know. Scary if I weren't. It wasn't. Should have put the glue gun on, Sonia. Never mind. Okay, so we put this across here. On the right place. Now this is going across the top of the edge of it, okay? Across the top of your bag. With the closure on the bag. Because then you're going to put on some sort of flower or something, right? Now, we're going to have a flower, so we need a doily thing. We have a doily thing. We have a doily thing that's about that size. Okay. We have a flower. And we're going to need another bit of flour. I'm nearly sure. Okay, is that nearly dry now? Is it going to be right now to push that thing in there? Because we're going to have to do this, seal it up eventually. Can't keep playing with it all day. Okay, so we're going to push this down in here. And we're going to turn that down like so. Alright. Now this is going to come over a bit because I've made this too long, Sonia. I've made it too long, haven't I? Wait a minute. Put it down a bit further. It doesn't matter how far you turn it over then, does it? Nobody is going to worry that it's going to come all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to get this piece of string here first. And I'm going to try this before I do anything else. So I'm going to put that onto there. Pull that up there like that. Hope you realise that this is all my trial and error. If it looks funny, well, I can't blame, I'll have to blame myself, won't I, if I muck it up. Wait a minute, I'll put that down over there. Now that's definitely, I've made that too long. It needs to be a bit shorter than what it is because it's coming down there too far. So maybe I could do a tuck or something. Don't know. Or a gather up in here. Let me see if I gathered that up there. Okay, and put that on there. No, this is just too much here, isn't it? It's not let's chop it off. Oh, that's naughty, but I'm going to. I'm going to chop that off. I'm going to come back up here and sit that there because I don't really want it to be too thick. Now, if it's that short, and I put that on there, and I've got my handle up there, this thing still seems to be sticky-outy. This is wrong. It's not shaped right. Let's go with it. Let's get the scissors, and let's do some cutting out, eh? I'm not terrible. I just chop things to pieces. Well, that's not right either, is it? Let me see. Other one. Let's do that too, to this side. Fold it in half like that to get both of them the same, alright, because you want them both the same, you don't want it to skew with. So I can fold it in half. Wait a minute, I'll get half and half here. Take the thing out of the middle. Okay, now, crafting in the real world with me, yeah, righto. We want that there, like that. Cut any off that one? No. So I need it like that to start with. Maybe some people would like to do themselves a template. I don't know whether I do. I don't think I want to. Okay. Just fix it till it turns out how I want it to be, I think. Because it's lace, you can nearly get away with just cutting that up there, can't you? You probably would, sometimes maybe, just depends how it looks. You might want to, we'll see, look at that, that's not one bit, right? Look at this here, we got this big scoop-de-doo bit in there, and that one, there's not, righto. So how do we fix that? We go back over there to the drawing board, and we try to fix it somehow by cutting this bit off here a bit further. You just make things fit, you know, or work or whatever. Okay, I don't know if I like the shape of that now. I don't like this glue on me either. Let's do from the, let's go back up here and take it from the top where it turns over. Let's get a pin. Let's get a pin. Oh, I'm making you all cry now. Is it all going? Oh, Sonia, put it down. Anyway, let's see how it goes. We've got to be patient, and we've got to try things, don't we? We can't just not have it go because it's not working. Supposed to leave it alone for a while and come back later on if something's not working, you know. Give it a rest and have one yourself, because you don't want to get yourself into a tiz and then think, oh, I'm not going to do that, I hate it. Anyway, so let's see what I've got now. I'll take the pin out. So I've got this little bit that hangs down there over the front of the bag, which may be not too... something's making it look awful bad, isn't it? Probably me. It's me making it look awful bad. You know what, that's too long. It really is, isn't it? That's just too long. You know what, I'm just going to chop it off there. Okay, now... oh, it looks better already. Now you've taken that piece off the end of it. I don't think that piece was doing it any good, do you? Righto, now so let's stick this in here. I'm going to put something else on the end of there though. I've got on that piece. And there's a turnover bit, and that looks better. Maybe this thing's going the wrong way. Push it around like that. Have you ever seen anybody take so long to make the smallest, simplest, easiest thing? Sometimes it does though. Sometimes I can put something together that's really complicated in no time at all. Now that's better. That sits down in there nicely, doesn't it? Okay. Alright. That's better. Give him a bit of a pat. That's nice now. Okay, so that doesn't matter how far you bring that down. That will work. Right, now we're going to put, I'd like to put something there. I'm just a bit worried about that for the time being though. Now I don't know whether I'll gather this on here or not. Or just hang it by that, and that will just hold it in itself like so, you see. Alright, that's the way. That's the right way, isn't it, to do it? Wait a minute, there's a bit there that's a bit peculiar. That's how long we need it to be. We'll give a bit more because we're going to tie it. But we're going to tie it up underneath here. Or glue it or sew it. You know what, I'm going to sew it because I don't want a big lump. I don't want it to be lumpy. So I'm going to sew that. Whoops. Okay. Fluff and fur everywhere. Now where is it? So this piece I've got here is about 15 inches long. But if I go and I put it together like that and put the stitch actually through, well, I might not be able to, but I'll cross it over. People might like to glue theirs. I don't know. It's up to everybody how you do it. But you can just put it together by winding your thread round it. And if I come through here and take it through between those two pieces of cotton, make a loop, and it'll catch hold of it. It's got one on the second one. Bring it over to the second one. If it's going to wiggle off, it's going to take it a bit longer if you move it over a bit. It's going to wiggle undone. Ah, you see, there you go. Come on, Sonya, don't let this get the better of you today. We're not in the mood for this to get the better of us. We're not going to let it beat us at all, are we? Righto, let's go with this here. We're going to bring it round and we're just going to keep manoeuvring it till we get it to stay there. And hopefully it will. A bit more string won't hurt. If you put a bit more string on it, I'm just wrapping it round in between the beads from both sides, so it'll be flat hopefully. There you go. And you shouldn't go anywhere too soon, really. I worry about my work so much, but I've got things I have years they're still holding together, so I'm going to be... I tend to keep stitching and stitching things down because, I don't know, it's just a habit I've got, I suppose. Now, that's going to have to go into there. So, we're going to need to glue that onto where we need it to be, which is probably going to be at that level, because it's going to come up to the sides like so. But if, to stop it from coming up too far, we might put a stitch in there, you know, because we don't want that to come up too far, right? So if we're going to fasten this there, I'll just put a piece of thread through it, just for the time being. Maybe don't pull out too quick. It did. Wait a minute. Oh, you're not very clever today, Sonya. Put this knot here. Right, not that. Don't come undone on me, just give me a minute. And you're going to look at it like that, and now it's going to come undone, but... this is fun. Well, is really your, yeah, so... Now if I fasten that there... Did I put the glue gun back in? No. Goodness me, why didn't I? I'll sew. I'll sew because I have more control with the needle and thread, but the other stuff's going to go all over the place and I'm not going to be one bit happy. Now this is what I think is going to work. We're not going to be too sure about it just yet. Okay. So if we sew it there and there, and it pulls up, will it do the same thing? Probably not. It might to a degree, but it won't be too bad. So we're going to go through here and we're going to stitch this down with careful little stitches. You don't want to be able to see your stitches, or you can stick glue on if you want to do that. Probably seen people make more of these a bit easier than me, but anyway. Oh, come on, don't do that. I hate it when the stitch doesn't go all the way through and you've got a big piece of string hanging out the other side. Or it cobbles up. Ah, dearie me, come on. That's the way. And upset me. There we go. Now I'm going to just put it back. I have to do a bit of a back stitch, and I might end it off in under here, so it's not going to be seen. Pull your threads up if they're hanging out anywhere. Mine are. For some reason it's got to have to do that to me. Come on. You're kidding me. I got it. That was lucky I didn't break the thread. If you work with a reasonably good strong piece of thread, you can usually do that sort of thing without breaking it, but this I don't think this is. I just was very, very lucky today. I've got a big piece of thread in that. How long has it been going for? I might turn off in a minute and then I'm going to cry because I'll have to do part 2 and people won't want to come back and watch me the second time. They're going to cry. Okay, maybe I should have fastened this bit down here too first before I started that, but I'm pretty sure I've got it sorted, I think. Okay, now through here. Now I've seen a few about these bags. Don't know where, because I just have I look at so much stuff sometimes. I do have so many books and things. I don't know how these were made, so don't put anybody criticism. Well, if you want to say it's bad, well, that's okay. I mean, I get a few thumbs down, and some people tell me they can't hear me or understand what I'm saying, and I'm sorry about that. I got a couple of comments the other day from somebody that was very upset with my videos and told me she couldn't understand what I was saying and to stop mumbling. Okay, so that was a bit sad, anyway, that she couldn't understand me because I was mumbling, but I'm sorry, this is how I speak. I've been like this all my life. Now that's going to come up there like that, and hopefully when I put this on here, you know what, you're going to get to turn this up a bit too, Sonia, so you've got a little end on it so it looks neat. There you go. We're going to turn that up. Put a bit of glue on that. Like a nice little closure thing, I suppose. We could put something pretty on it, I guess, to give it a little bit of a... It needs to be stuck down though. You want to stick it down. You don't want to leave it waving around in the breeze. Okay. Oh, that's me lumpy bit. Look at that. I told you we didn't want that, didn't I? Oh, I'll move it over to the centre a bit further. That lumpy bit. When I've secured it too good, it won't shift. Now. Is it going to do that lumpy bit thing? Oh dear. Right. The lumpy bit. We'll have to sort that out. We'll have to come back after and sort that out, won't we? I mean, you can work out how you want to put yours on, whether you join it to at either end would be good, you know, like here and here would probably be a better way to go, and then you won't have, but I was looking to have it like slightly gathered, so maybe I could gather that across the top. So here's another idea. I'm just going to try this one now because I wanted it to be evenly gathered. I didn't want it to look like it does. Okay, so if we put an even gather across there, will that work? Maybe not. Maybe I'm hassling too much about this gathery bit. I might just have to leave that and not be too panicky about it. Now, we're going to put this nice flower on here, I think, because that'll look good, won't it? I'll put this one on. And then maybe a couple of baby ones around it or something. And there. Probably could have put it down there. Should I put it down there? Yeah, I don't know. Probably. Yes, where your bag closes. Be a good idea. You stuck it in the wrong place. It'll dry. We won't panic. Then I'll need a couple of baby flowers around it. Little ones. Just to, this poor thing's been squashed and dealt to a bit over its time. Okay, now definitely got to do something about this bit. Pull that in. There you go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? We pull it in a bit. Oh, bless me soul, that's not too bad, is it? Okay, now I have these little rosy bud things here. I might stick one or two of those there. They might look good. Well, I'm sure it will. A little bit different the colour, but it'll give it a little bit of a lift, won't it? And you'd expect to be smelling something rose in there because these are roses, but oh well, it's a lavender smell. It's a lavender smell. That'll be 3. You'll need 3. I want 3 of them, thank you. Come on. Yeah, there, that's the way. The other day I tried to make one of these and do a video on it. Oh dear, I had a terrible time I did. I don't know why it wouldn't work for me. Well, it had a bit of fun trying to do it today too, didn't I, really? I might think about fixing my edges. I don't know yet. If I had a nice piece of lace that had a little pattern in it, I'll probably cut around it. And I don't know whether I'll put something around them edges or not. But anyway, now I'll just have a look at this myself. Okay, now I'll show you. That's something that you can do as a nice little prezi, or just something nice for your own wardrobe or whatever with a nice smell in it. And just gather that up there and use, and I'm using up the things that I'd buy is what I'm trying to do as well. I do a lot of shopping and so I've decided I need to start showing you what I'm making out of the shopping. And the only thing I probably used on that is this little stringy thing, but I wanted to show you the beads. You know, if you pick up those, you can use them, and they do sell a lot of things like this on at the opportunity shops and that, you know, like bits of old beads and things, and I've got strings of them anywhere here, and then you can just buy them and you can't take them off, but you make a nice little handle. Okay, and I might even put something else on the top here. I don't know how long this has been going for, so I don't feel like just keeping it on forever because you're probably getting sick of the look of me, but I really think I'd like to put something else on it, on the little side bits there. Whether it be a tiny little flower or... This looks really nice, this one. I don't know if we should do that or not. Anyway, everybody can tell me what they think about that, because that's a nice bit there. If I think I need to put a little bow, maybe a bow. Now that'd be good, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can put a bow on it later. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching, and you tell me what you think about the bow idea, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.